The words Farm Bill may not grab your attention, especially if you do not own or work on a farm. But in the second segment of our series on the state of farming, we're going to take a look at one of the most important pieces of legislation stuck in Congress at the moment and why people in all areas of Ohio might be nervous about the result. It's not for fun. Farming is for survival.
There's a lot of farms that's going to struggle and have to really tighten down the belts to make sure that they can make it through to next year.
Food security is national security. Farm Bill is the absolute fundamental baseline of that.
The Farm Bill is an expensive and extensive bill. The price tag so far, more than $1.25 trillion. The Farm Bill was last renewed in 2018 for a 5-year term. But last year, Congress could not come to an agreement on a new bill, punting it, if you will, into 2024. And now the Farm Bill is set to expire September 30th.
That affects all of Ohioans and all of our country. There's a number of programs from the agricultural community that we're very concerned and that are making sure it's a priority to get this done.
80% of the Farm Bill covers food insecurity programs. The largest of those, SNAP, or the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program for low-income Americans. The other 20% provides farmers crop price stability, loans for farmers to expand and modernize their land, conservation programs, and disaster insurance.
What we don't want in a country, what we don't want as a society, is food prices swinging all over the place and just crushing people. And the Farm Bill helps us do that in a big way.
The House Ag Committee produced a version of the Farm Bill in late May, but since then the bill has stalled. Republicans and Democrats stand divided about costs and cuts.
This Farm Bill actually gives our farmers what they need. What we passed out of the House will satisfy and will provide, maybe not necessarily what everybody wants. I've learned there's a difference between what we want and what we need. But this one does that.
That would cut $30 billion in food and nutritional assistance, impacting children and veterans. That partisan Farm Bill is dead on arrival.
Farmers cite falling crop prices, higher production costs, high interest rates, and climate change as reasons for concern. This year, the U.S. Department of Agriculture says farm and ranch income is expected to fall by about $43 billion as costs outpace revenues.
If we don't have some effort made on the Farm Bill come the end of December, reference prices could get very cheap and profitability could suffer more because we won't have our crop insurance safety net.
Every day that stretches on, farmers get more concerned. And they're concerned for themselves, for their farm, but they're even more greatly concerned about what happens to the industry.
And tomorrow, in the final installment of our series, we're going to discuss one of the most stunning realities of modern farming and how the state of Ohio is trying to get help to farmers in need.